This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Most people think all superberries do the same thing, but cranberries and seabuckthorn work in opposite ways inside your body. And the real question is not which one is better, it's what actually happens when you take them daily. Welcome back to the Mindhunters. Today we explore how cranberries and seabuckthorn affect your body in completely different ways. So, let's break it down with science. First, cranberries. Cranberries are one of the richest sources of plant compounds called proanthocyanidins. These are not just general antioxidants. They have a very targeted effect, particularly in preventing certain bacteria from sticking to the walls of your urinary tract. So if you consume cranberries daily, one of the most noticeable benefits is a reduced risk of recurrent urinary tract infections. This is especially relevant for women, where studies consistently show fewer infections with regular cranberry intake. But that's not the full story. Cranberries also support cardiovascular health. Their polyphenols help improve endothelial function, which is essentially how well your blood vessels relax and expand. Over time, this can contribute to better blood flow and lower cardiovascular risk. They also influence gut health. These compounds act as prebiotics, feeding beneficial gut bacteria. However, cranberries are naturally very tart. Most commercial cranberry juices are loaded with added sugar, which completely changes their health impact. So the form you choose matters a lot. The ideal way to consume cranberries daily is either as unsweetened cranberry juice, about 150 to 250 milliliters per day, or as whole-dried cranberries without added sugar, around 20 to 30 grams. Now let's shift to seabuckthorn. Seabuckthorn is far less common, but nutritionally, it's a powerhouse in a completely different way. Unlike cranberries, seabuckthorn is rich in omega-7 fatty acids, particularly palmitoleic acid. Omega-7 plays a key role in skin hydration and mucosal health. If you take seabuckthorn daily, one of the first changes people report is improved skin texture and hydration. That's because omega-7 supports the integrity of skin and mucous membranes, including the eyes and digestive tract. But there's more. Seabuckthorn is extremely high in vitamin C, often several times higher than oranges. It also contains vitamin E, carotenoids, and flavonoids, creating a strong antioxidant profile that helps reduce inflammation. There's also emerging evidence that seabuckthorn may support liver health and lipid metabolism. Some studies suggest improvements in cholesterol levels and reduced fat accumulation in the liver with regular intake. For daily consumption, seabuckthorn is commonly taken as juice, oil, or capsules. A typical dose would be 5 to 10 milliliters of seabuckthorn oil, or about 100 to 200 milliliters of juice, preferably unsweetened. Now here's where the comparison gets interesting. If you take cranberries daily, you're mainly influencing microbial interactions and vascular health. If you take seabuckthorn daily, you're supporting structural and metabolic systems across the body. But can you take both? Yes, and in many cases, they can complement each other very well. Cranberries handle the microbial and vascular side. Seabuckthorn supports tissue repair, inflammation control, and nutrient density. Together, they create a more comprehensive effect. However, there are precautions you need to consider. Cranberries can interact with blood-thinning medications like warfarin. If someone is on anticoagulants, this is not something to ignore. Seabuckthorn oil, while beneficial, can cause digestive discomfort if taken in excess. It may also have mild blood-thinning effects, so combining it with certain medications should be done carefully. Also, more is not better. Excessive intake of cranberries, especially in juice form, can lead to kidney stone risk in susceptible individuals due to oxalates. So, consistency matters more than quantity, and if used wisely, combining both in moderate amounts can provide a more balanced approach to daily nutrition. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the Mindhunters for more science-based health insights, and watch our next video to keep building smarter daily habits. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next video.